seeing my face for the first time, perhaps, welcome. Or you're one of my A1 day ones, welcome, welcome, you guys. I really do hope that you are feeling as amazing as you truthfully are. All right. And I appreciate you just giving another video, another chance on the channel, if that makes sense to say to you. And if it makes more sense to say, checking out this video for the first time ever. Same deal, you guys. Um, so we have I almost feel like, hey, was Spirit overzealous tonight? We got 4 piles, you guys, tonight for our pick a pile message. And feels like kind of a lot to me. I kind of thought we were going to do more like, I don't know, like, because what I was going to say, I'm like, oh, wait, maybe I shouldn't say that just anyone about somebody's passed over loved one. But you know that famous line, I see, fill in the blank. That's what I was going to say. Like, should we? I thought it was going to be more like that. Love and Light Country. Girl, let me tell you something. How about tonight, right? You get to ask me 2 questions. How about that? Because you were literally the only one that even tried to acknowledge a post in the community board. I mean, in the community aspect of the page. So, no pressure, right? But I said to myself a few hours earlier tonight, man, if I would have known that on the last live stream, I would have definitely said something to you. It's not that I necessarily made an announcement about it, but like, should I have to in order to celebrate people who are, honoring that the channel exists? That's a no-brainer to me, right? So hopefully that makes you happy. It made me happy to see that actually did put forth some effort to engage. You were the only one that answered what the text was saying, essentially in the meme. And I appreciate you playing along. I actually didn't even play along technically, because hear me out, I couldn't pick. Like, I was like, okay, well, hold on. If you slide the one to the left and the one on the right side, just, it didn't feel right. I got overwhelmed. So maybe I'll go out on a limb. Here goes my olive branch. Maybe that's why no one else. We had likes on the post, right? And that's cool and everything. I'm not saying don't like, you guys, right? But to be clear, it shouldn't be like pulling teeth to engage with my people. Like, dang, even if you guys would have said on the post, like, hey, this is too much. Okay, let's say something. So it was a hard choice, right? But thank you for your participation. So, phew. Because it can't be just me. This channel was never about me. So, like, what would I do? You know what I'm saying? Anywho. All right, you guys, I'm going to give us a chance to not only come in and gawk around a bit, clunkily or not, but hit the like button, please, and thank you. And guess what, you guys? I have been taking some of the advice that we received through the channeling, and I've been doing a lot more what makes me happy. And for those that aren't aware, perhaps, I am a bit of a crafter when I make time to be. I have to say it that way for a reason. So long story short, you guys, I don't know if it's like my cleaner is breaking down the like whatever the heck is the sealant on this plasticine stuff, whatever you want to call it, rubber, right? Or whatever, or not. But I was buying cell phone cases, and it happened twice in the amount of days. And I mind you, I definitely don't like to have my hands dirty. Like I'm not like washing my hands to the point where they're cracked or anything. Like thankfully I'm not, because I kind of could get how people could do that. But anyways, um, and I'm telling you that my freaking phone case was looking all dingy, dirty, and I'm like, what do you mean? Like, I spent dollars on this. Who cares what? Like, anything, I bought it, right? It should be in 4 days' time, 3 days' time, still like looking like I give a fuck about it, right? So long story short, I turned it in from something ugly to something that I feel is kind of cute because, first of all, it's a lot of fun. All right. It's a lot of fun for your girl to craft. So of course I'm going to call it cute because no time's ever wasted. Right. But I also like bling and sparkly things. So like, hey, much better than dingy, crappy looking, such and such, which was the route it was trying to go. So just sharing. And for anyone who enjoys odd pieces, eclectic, eccentric comes to mind as far as statement jewelry. For instance, like you see on your girl, this is one of my favorites. I actually forgot about. I literally just found it randomly in a bag, and I thought, oh wow, like it actually made me feel happy, you guys, not gonna lie. And I thought, you know, that's a good piece of jewelry. I'm sure somebody else out there can resonate, whether you created it, crafted it, designed it or not, right? Like there's just certain things that you can do and or you can you know, tangibly experience that really can allow for you to feel good. And I really hope you guys took yesterday, Self-Care Sunday, you know, took that as an opportunity to do some of that the way that your girl did. All right, it's not a contest, and maybe it doesn't have to occur on a Sunday for you. Who cares? But the sentiment is, please continue on the path with doing more of what, you know, gives you that enjoyment. You deserve it. You cannot be so serious and so regimented and, dare I say, so disciplined all the time. And you know, I noticed lately that really current energies have been calling cause for what I just keep referring to as kicking up dust, right? Like in a lot of ways, we already feel like we are experiencing symptomatology, I want to say, even more than synchronicity, about perhaps being in between timelines, or you might want to say at a crossroads, or you might want to say you're in the eye of the storm or in the midst of an ascension. And I feel like all of those things are talking about the same deal, right? And what we are experiencing really is transference, okay, transitioning from that old world, old earth situation, you know, old world, old earth version of self, version of previous personalities, even, right? And what I mean by personalities, I'm not diagnosing anyone, I'm not a doctor, we're not on that type of, we're not doing that, okay? Living like Fiona. Um, but you know, look back, some of you don't eat meat anymore, or you eat a lot more vegetables, or because of something along your travels at this thing called life, you now know your body requires fill in the blank, or can no longer tolerate fill in the blank, right? Things like that, okay? What I mean by, like, you know, it's like the old versions of you, you might look back, and when you cross-reference them with who you are now, there would be some major, not slight, major differences. And in a far greater stance, you do, to be clear, stand now currently. All right. So, and I want to say that because one of the piles, specifically pile number 3, you guys, there is a situation where you either previously had to face this, heal this, work through this, okay, or because there's still general collective messages from one pile to the next, you guys. You're entering into the space of self forgiveness, okay. And so we'll get into that a little bit later. I just wanted to kind of give you guys that intro. And Fiona, just so that you're aware as well, and thank you so much for joining. Country has been awarded a 2-for-1 for this particular live stream for the freebies tonight when that bell does ring. It hasn't rung yet, but I'll ring it after I get into the markers for tonight's piles. And you guys, we do have 4 tonight, so I do kind of want to just keep myself on task here. It's not you, it's me. Okay. But pile number 1, you guys have the remote control. Pile number 1. Pile number 2, this lovely goddess energy here, divine feminine energy. On strawberry quartz, okay, that could be of some significance, doesn't have to be the case, you guys. And pile number 3, this little kitty here, all right, so there could be some significance to a white cat, all right. And pile number 4, isn't this guy cute? I just recently picked up at Target. He's so cute. It's like a little spaceship alien ducky. Okay, so you know, kind of otherworldly, makes sense for my collective nonetheless, just saying it. I like to talk about it. It's not even hyping us up, it's just like we were already awesome, now we'll talk about you guys. I hope you're feeling well this evening. You guys are kind of quiet out there. All right, let me hydrate a little bit more, please. Do they have a block button on YouTube? I'm not exactly sure what you mean by that. Um, there are methods to block on YouTube, yes. But a block button, I'm not sure about that. They should, right? Like, boop. Thank you, next. Anywho, all right, so pawn number 1, you guys, is the remote control. And whoever I'm reading for, now this is not for everyone. This is not going to resonate with everyone, and that is always okay even when that happens, you guys, all right? And usually, even when that happens, there's still something you can get out of it because it's like straight facts, okay? Just saying. You're being asked to trust here, all right? And some of you maybe even need to go a step further and trust that you are actually seriously for real connected to the Fae elementals, all right? There was a recent live stream, I think that, oh no, you know what? There was a recent message that was not a live stream, that was uploaded content. And I'm being asked to talk about this. This particular deck, Manifesting with the Fairies, was utilized for that as well. You may also have an energetic connection, or however you want to say that, referable to what all message came out with that upload. All right, and that was within this past week, if that, okay? But irregardless, pawn number 1, trust, okay? I'm getting that there is a situation where you are transitioning from one job to another. I don't know necessarily if there is an overlap from one job to the other. It's just that you're definitely going from one pool, okay, whether you actually physically work at a pool or physically work in a pool of employees, right? Doesn't have to be the case, but if we were talking bodies of water, it's like the job that you're currently leaving, I'll say it that way, maybe you just left, maybe you are going to tomorrow, perhaps, right? Would be giving small pond. And I'm hearing to say for pawn number 1, whoever is going to resonate with this, you know, you would not be the smallest fish in that small pond. It's just that you can only get to the size or girth. If we're literally talking fish, you guys know that, you know, mostly the size of the container can be the variable as far as how big a fish of certain breeds, or certain, are they breeds? I don't know. Certain types, right? I can't even think of the one that I know. It might be, is it a barracuda? I'm not sure. There are certain fish, maybe not all, right? But it's like the bigger the tank that you give them, it's not a barracuda. Is it a piranha? Like those scary, like teeth sawing fish? Okay. Maybe not. Maybe that's not them. But anyways, the bigger the tank, the bigger that they can grow. So it's like wherever you're at, the pond, I mean, you're about to break it. You know what I mean? It's funny because this fairy's wings actually seems to simultaneously blend in with some sort of water, but really shouldn't it be the sky? So, okay, so you're probably thinking, you know what, on all sides of the board, you know, it's almost this feeling of like I've overstayed my welcome. Not because everybody is like ice grilling you and complaining that you show up to work, but because you know that there's so much more. Gosh, I resonate with that. There's so much more to obtain, to experience, to enjoy about the ways that you do have your skills and giftings and talents, you know? Oh my gosh. Yeah, let me think about that. What the frick is that movie? I'm trying to think if that's a movie or a TV show. Anyways, I'll just give the sentiment of the scene. But that's really bothering me because I feel like I've watched this over and over again and I should remember it. Anywho, I'll let it go, let it go. It's probably a synchronicity. because this is the remote control pal. Control, right? Maybe somebody's name is Janet and or Jackson, because now I'm hearing about how she'd like to sing about that. So anyways, maybe somebody's a singer. You better let this happen, I'm hearing to say. Just go with the flow. Oh my God. See, look, when I look back here, I'm talking about go with the flow, and look how the divine's like, could you just get your ass into the portal before you bust it all to hell? We need you to go through the fucking portal, right? And not be scared and not be talking about, no, imposter syndrome wins. You got to go through, okay, in order to see what? Well, if this isn't enough of enjoyment energy just to give you your jollies, let's talk about wishes actually being granted. Wow, wouldn't that be nice when you just feel like this if they were? Could you just go through, like, could you just trust, please and thank you? So that, what was it again? Wishes granted. Where was the problem? I don't know, honey. You better use your strength. Sheesh, okay? Why? Because you already are success. It is inevitable for you upon number 1. All right, now here's the sitch. You don't have to worry about not being talented. You don't have to worry about anything, to be clear. If you want to focus on what may be truthfully part and parcel of next steps, okay, here we go. Boundaries. Okay, where's the problem? You're supposed to have them. The people that tell you you're not supposed to have them are telling you for selfish reasons. Those lies. Because anyone who loves you, cherishes you, understands your value, would expect you to have boundaries that are properly and healthily in place inside of the realm of balance and outside of the realm of toxicity, bitterness, resentment, you might say. Betty, Karen. Okay? That's not you? Just because you, have boundaries? Girl, bro, sis, you better have boundaries. Talking about you walking around with all that success and just is and just are. You would have to have, honey, you would have to have boundaries. Otherwise, wouldn't you just be having all the pearls and casting them before all the swines? Talking about, I guess that's my lot in life. Right now, pile number 1, your coursework, okay, in case anyone was wondering, right now in current energies, whenever you find this message, if you find it right now, it's right now. If you find it 3 years from right now, it's right now then, okay? You are bringing together the fragments that actually complete you and no longer carrying the rest of the crap. Hence the transition, the transformation, old earth, old version, right? To the right now, amazing, fruitful, abundant, success-filled, fatefully destined for wishes granted. It's not even a pipe dream. It's not even, sugar plums dancing. Like, this is not phantasmical. It's actual and factual. All right. So when you're looking for wholeness, you bring that, not anyone, not anything, any substance, any memory, any tangible asset, okay? And let go of the control issues, all right? You're being asked to trust at the beginning and at the end of this message here, pile number 1, which means you haven't been, or you've had a hard time at it currently. And either way, you should change that. And I say it that way because you are free to, right? I'm not saying it's like a try, or, I'm not saying it's like a one and done. It's literally a try again. Some days, not all. I would never say that because it doesn't have to be every freaking day that hard. Okay. And I'm not here to word curse, but I say that often for those wondering, okay, because it's not just you, whomever needs to hear that. So, like, what do you want, And so really, if you want to feel strong in the quote unquote unknown, and I say it that way because the unknown too really is what you make of it. how scary could the unknown be? And then also, how fucking terrifying can the unknown really be, you guys? And what I mean by that is, like, either way, you're choosing your perception on that, right? I can give you data, or some outside stimulus can give you data for you to process, and you can take it and run with it, or you can take it and do a hard pause, have a whole roundtable discussion up here about some things before you react and get emotional. And you got to know which one should you from moment to moment. You also maybe should know which one are you likely to feel is the easiest to turn to. And the reason why you're being invited to do that type of shadow work and self-reflection is because often, if not doing that type of shadow work and self-reflection, you could be shooting yourself in the foot before you're even getting started at whatever your next manifestation is, at achieving whatever the next milestone is at this thing we call life. Nobody has time for that. We're literally, this is new earth. Ready, set, right now. Okay? You made it. You're already a success. Congratulations. It's inevitable. All right? So, you know, whether you had a strong understanding or not of your connection to the Fae, all right, your connection to the elementals, please take heed to the message, because the message stands. And 777 could be a number of some significance, as well as the color green. Doesn't have to be the case. And look, it even says, honor your shadow self and let it reveal any hidden mysteries to you. A completion is near. That new job is not going to be your undoing. All right? Anyone trying to conjure that up, please stop it. Okay? Even if you have to, like, duke it out in here to make sure that the rest of your, I want to say, meat soup, because it really, you know, you guys, you could be thinking about something, and you can also perhaps hear things and watch them with your eyes, and they can make you feel really good or really bad. All right? So, long story short, if you're sitting there stressing out over the what ifs and how scary, the unknown is so scary, your body, okay, down to the cellular, dare I say, DNA level, is going to freak the fuck out. Do you have time for that? Do you enjoy to have sleep? Do you enjoy peace? I mean, you should hold on to it. You know what I'm saying? And know, okay, now wait a minute. I've identified in the moment that these thoughts are not most pleasant. All right. What are you going to do? Beat yourself up? Oh my God, I did it again. Oh, I suck. Blah, blah, blah. No. Just change it. Snap your fingers and move on. Thank you, next. Okay, again and again. Change the radio station. Turn a different sound on, turn a sound off. Check in. Breathe in really quickly, just for absolutely no reason other than to reset yourself into the right now moment. It's all you have anyways. Are you having a great time? I know I am. I really appreciate you guys being with me in our right now that we're co-creating together. Isn't this something? You guys? Ooh, I love you guys. Love and light, Sean. So pretty simple, pretty short and sweet, but that's what I have for you, pal number one. And apparently, you really needed to hear from the Fae Elemental realm. I love that for you. All right. So I'm going to, while you guys get your questions in, I'm going to hit up the chart placements deck just to see what energies were strongest connecting to pile number one. For those that maybe are looking for that. Oh my God, I got a paper cut confirmation. Sheesh. Couldn't even get the rest of my words out. Help. All right. Okay, don't hurt nobody. Pile number one. I'm scared to shuffle the deck. I'm fearing the unknown. No, let me stop. All right, we got Virgo at the bottom of the deck. Well, that explains. No, let me. I can say it because I'm Virgo. We got Leo, Capricorn, Gemini. Aquarius, Libra, and Pisces. All right. Okay, now let me make sure. Thank you, Fiona. Okay, Susan. Okay, now that's okay. You're asking 2 questions, Susan. So I'm just gonna see what comes out off of the first one. Is it really over? I love how people be putting in a whole paragraph like, but also if this then you guys are so funny sometimes. But anyhow, tips and donations are accepted and appreciated. Because I know I'm over here avoiding paper cuts and doing the most. So regarding you and Brian, regarding the lovers connection, it's giving yes. This came out first is why I say that as well. But the good news is, whatever lesson you signed up to learn through that, you're learning. If you have extreme impatience about that, it could be because you're still learning, if that makes sense. Sometimes you don't really learn until you heal from the offense or from the betrayal. Ask me how I know, okay? Like sometimes you guys, you really do have to look at your wounds a bit before you can be detached enough to see the lesson. Like, and I'll out myself like, okay, so I can look back and be like, oh, so and so like had me thinking that they were dating me. And then I go, you're silly for that. Like sometimes I just talk to myself like that. Like, you're silly for thinking that when they really gave you like not even consistent crumbs and not even the best kind of crumbs that you know are out there. You know, when you heal, and it's not even like I look back and beat myself up. I'm just like, oh, I can clearly see. Like the rose colored glasses are off. You know, I can clearly see. Okay, I'm like, okay, is that something here? But no, I think I bumped that one. I gotta move that so I don't think that again. Because they say put chimes in your room, you guys, so you know if there's like a spirit around or something. Which I was like, okay, that's interesting because I feel like there's so many other ways. But when that happened, I was like, hold on. And that I was thinking, oh no, you probably bumped the table because I was getting all squirrely. All right, hold on. Thought we had a whole presence. Don't mind me, y'all. Like I said, I'm protective of the collective, so I was thinking like, okay, we gotta shut this down. I want no problems. But we're good. All right. Okay. That's what I have for you, Susan. I gotta keep moving. I just realized we got 3 other piles. Yikes. But you know what? Learn the lessons, you guys. It's not. I'm getting that karmically, that's gonna sting him a lot more, Susan, than what he would ever let on. But you know, it's not necessarily for us to know that or for us to see that. Like spirit or God, however you subscribe here, the universe will often allow for us to see with our own 2 eyes or maybe hear with our own 2 ears about some of the karma, but not all of it. And so I feel like some of the stuff we don't know about, if we did, we'd be like, damn. Like, bro, why'd you betray God like that? Why'd you, you know? And people really don't know until they know what they're doing when they, treat us certain ways and when they claim that we're certain types of people that we could never be, you know? All right, bye. Much love and light, babe. Okay, and of course you can move on. So there's no question in that, to be clear. So it came out as a yes, Susan. I don't really want to say it over and over again for you, if that makes sense, because then I feel like I'm being a jerk. But I mean, I had said yes, so like it's over and you can move on. But it's okay. Anywho, all right. All right, country love. Okay. Ooh. Oh, I love to share songs. That's cool. Okay, let me see here, country. All right. And country love for everybody in the building. Okay. Country love gets a free or an extra free reading. I'm already giving everybody free readings, but an extra free reading. Why? Because participated on a post. So it's not even hard to get blessings around here, y'all. I'm just saying, y'all should definitely keep track of that post area. And I know tonight doesn't say community, it says posts. But check out the post, engage. If there's a question, answer it. Like, you know, share a picture, say something. And I've even seen people share on their freaking Facebook, like something that could easily have been shared in the Facebook group. I'm like, literally about spirituality, literally about zodiac signs. Why are you guys not? Like, what? You know, I could get it if it's a physical sense. It's like, okay, maybe it's physically uncomfortable. I don't get the level of uncomfortability that seems to be coming off the collective. And I want to know because I want to, like, figure that out or fix it or, you know. So suggestion box is open, right? Because I damn sure don't want to pull anybody's teeth. All right, we all got enough going on. All right, I'm not trying to hurt nobody. That's why I give you guys the free readings, and that's why I look for you guys to come on and hopefully exchange energy. It's making sense, right? But what's not making sense are the crickets. And I'm like, okay, is it just the algorithm? Because I feel at this point it's not just the algorithm, because there were even likes on the post that asked a question. And Country Love was the only person that had the audacity. Apparently it takes audacity, Country Love, forgive me. I'm just saying. Okay. The only person that had the audacity to love and light your girl back to the point where there was participation answering the question. So, you know, I never really like, I'm never the type to like reward bad behavior purposefully. I've done it. We've all been there, right? So I damn sure when I see like you guys actually trying, and like when I'm like damn near begging you guys for like reciprocity, anyone feeding me back, I'm gonna notice. It's real easy to tell you guys. I'm gonna notice. So you might want to be part of that crew because there's blessings in it for you. All right. I'm sorry it's not a new car, but hey, there's some times I wish I could get a free reading from somebody. You know what I mean? Like, come on, you guys. It's all love and light here, right? It shouldn't be pulling teeth. Just saying. So anyhow, let me see about this song here, country, and don't forget you got. Ooh, this slow ass making up mind, bleepity bleep. So yes, made DH feel special, but you're being asked to utilize strength because this person is slow with the come through as far as the mental space. All right, because look at the mental space. Shit, man. Ooh, over the situation. I don't know if I like that. Hold on. I don't know if I like. You know what it is? It's like you know too much without knowing. See, what this is like, okay, like, you know how you can tell somebody's in your energy? Those that know, right? This person could also have gifts too, because they're coming in as the Knight of Cups, right? And so I think that they're getting freaked out. You know, maybe it's even like, okay, universe, okay, God, if I'm supposed to fill in the blank, then let her say this. And then here you come, country. And you walk up to the mic and say this, right? And he's all that. Oh, and the lovers at the. Oh, let me stop spilling all the tea before you get bored living your life. Let me stop. He definitely gifted. Ooh, I'm hurt. Ooh, I heard he something else too. You know how like sometimes things come in big packages. I don't know what's inside there, but the package is big. Let me stop. Okay, let me stop. This ain't even spicy tarot. I need to check myself. Okay. You're very welcome, Susan. Okay, let me see. I'm cracking myself up. Are y'all still with me? Okay. All right, so said not too much on us Virgos. I know, right, country? I can't see, we can say it. Let me stop. All right, here we go. Country, you got to put in another question because I got some. You want me to ask? No, let me stop. All right, Chelsea Daly, Love and Light. Okay, okay, approved. Claiming it's approved right now. All right. That's creepy. Well, honey bun, this is the same card that came out after I put it in and shuffled some more. So that's giving a no. The crazy thing is the happiest tarot card in any tarot deck is at the bottom of the deck. So I want to clarify just because, like, what the hell, man? Okay, there. So you made a claim, and it might be that there is some incomplete aspect to the claim or form or application, because specifically the I want to make sure it's not the 8. Yeah, the 7 of Pentacles came out in the reverse, and that talks about not finishing what you started. It talks about bad business / financial management, but that doesn't really, it's not really giving me a hit on those particular words. So this is telling me that's my intuition is correcto. Okay. So with this, going back to the Sun, the happiest card of any tarot deck, it also talks about clarity. So on the other side of the clarity, it ends well, right? So it's giving no, but like temporarily. And that's what I got from the cards that I showed you, okay? And again, back to the Priestess, so. All right, that's what I have for you, Chelsea Daly. Much love and light, babe. Okay, Nancy, love and light. Okay, let me see. So, okay, to afford it. Okay, all right. 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 Mm-hmm. All right, so what I see for you, Nancy, with the, I will just show you the cards first, just so you understand why it looked like I was talking to myself for 20 seconds there. First had the Wheel of Fortune card come out, and then 3 other cards in the delay / stagnation position of that of being horizontal for me as a reader. The first of which is the 7 of Cups, the next, the Death card, and the third, the 8 of Wands, okay? And cutting the deck to the Moon card energy and leaving the Page of Pentacle. What I'm seeing for you, that was weird. What I'm seeing for you here, Nancy, is that what you can't see right now, especially with that Moon card energy, it's things yet to come to light, is that there is a cycle closing, and of course the cycle connecting to like poverty or restriction, limitation type of thing, financially, energetically, mentally even perhaps, okay, especially with the Death card energy, being sandwiched in between what I like to call often the options card and the communications card. There could be some sort of decision between the path of your existence right now and sometime up ahead in the future. Okay, now this could be anywhere between now and 3 to 4 months from now, okay? Whereby this change or these decisions you're making, or this travel or this communication, really solidifies this cycle, that it's giving, all you've ever known ending. All right. And this could be, with the Page of Pentacles, some form of job offer or some form of contract. Doesn't have to be the case, but either way, this is talking about good news, okay? Oh my God, and the Magician underneath. So especially if there's something that you've been looking to see, experience, transition into, become, etc., that would be confirmation. And maybe, you just need to trust in that, because right now, it's like, yeah, the cycle's closed, haha, and you don't see any evidence of it, right? But it's literally a thing, right? That's what I got for you, Nancy. Love and light. All right. So that is a yes, to be clear. Sorry, I feel like it was very roundabout. Yes. But that's a yes. But just so you know, it's like one of those yeses where it's like you just have to be faith-filled about it. Like, yep, it's fine. Like, I just have to, sometimes I just tell myself, like, I just have to keep breathing. I just have to stay alive. I just have to find out. You just have to still exist so that the path can come to you, the answer can come to you, the knowing can come to you, the experience can come to you and be lived out, right? Because otherwise you're not gonna get to it. You can't, you know uh yes, we have the ability to manifest and we have the ability to alchemize, but we are not here. It's why they make movies like Back to the Future comes to mind, and then now, funnily enough, they've recently, I'm not sure if it was the actual CIA or not, but came out with evidence that Back to the Future really is going on in some respects regarding aspects of time and dimensional space, etc. Right? And we're not here to manipulate anyone, any energy, such to the point where we've overarched the energy of change, which, yes, change is inevitable, right? So you can't really escape that. But could you imagine if change was outside of the realm of balance? Well, I think we've all, to some level, measure, and degree, have experienced that in many ways already at this point. And so, what's behind us is in the past. So we're not really looking for more of something that no longer exists, especially when there were repercussions and, heartfelt lessons that felt like you were being unalived and, et cetera, right? And anytime you guys, you think you're feeling that sense of relief, like Nancy just spoke about, which, thank you, and you're very welcome. But should that be challenged, you guys, you can stay built up in your faith. All right. How do you do it? Anyone wondering? You talk about it. All right. And maybe you have no one outside of you to talk about it. Okay, well, you still have your faith, right? Which means, well, you connect to divinity, right? So you have divinity, which is not able to be severed from you, and you are not able to be severed from it, from them, from they, from he, right? However you need to have the pronouns and the tag words and all that jazz come out my face, okay? So speak it out, all right? You're not always and always alone here, all right? You can think you are, but this life is far more spiritual. That's why you can watch those ghost shows and you can, well, so and so came up to me in the mirror. How would that happen? Schizophrenia? Every time? Is that, oh, okay. There have been accountings and other people can see the same shit. So they just linked up into the same schizophrenia link, question mark? Like, it's so interesting. It's like the way that people try to pervert the Bible, like to make their point, and then say it was God's. It's so interesting people do that. But I digress, you guys. Love and light, Jay. All right, let's get to, who did I skip already? Positive there. Ay, ay, ay. So sorry, babe. Hold on. I probably didn't even, did I skip? I did. I'm sorry, babe. I feel like I do that every time. All right. Okay, will it be good to change your current room to a new one? Okay, you already applied. Okay, you already applied for one. Okay, all right. I feel like if you already went as far as to apply, yeah. Now, positive bear, if you too were concerned about having, because I don't know if, I'm not sure if there's like, sometimes there's like a different rate. Like it's like, oh, this is a larger room. So if you too were worried about, will you be able to afford it? You don't need to worry, because yes, you will. And, you know, you putting forth that action was positive, okay? Because it's going to produce more peace. And the reason why I say that is because connecting to the pentacles, there is aspects of peace connected to that. I mean, if you had vats filled with all kinds of monies, wouldn't you sleep well at night? Unless you were actually standing guard to protect it. But you get what I'm saying there, right? But aspects of joy and contentment are also part and parcel of the suit of pentacles. And not a lot of readers are talking about that, but it's a thing. All right? But that's what I have for you, positive bear. Much love and light, babe. Sorry, I skipped you, babe. Definitely was not intentional. Oh, yeah, I don't like that. No. Yeah, no, I don't. You know what? This, okay, here we go. Oh. Nope. Okay. Yep. Yeah, you're fine. But all of the shit that they put you through, and by they I mean your roommates, where they made you feel like this inside. Spirit saying I'm talking about ghosts for a reason. I love that for you. Actually, I love that for them, because you're not going to be any. You're not going to have any. You're going to be in your new room like la di da, dee 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 dee, and they're going to be like. I can't find it, but oh my god, I don't even know if they're going to be sleeping right when you leave after all of the shit that they said. That's funny. Yeah, they tried to shit on you, and you're this. Ooh, touch not my anointed. Just saying, ain't no way. Ain't no way. Devil card energy, yeah. So, and you know what? It happens when you are vibrating a certain level. You really do irritate other people's demons. They don't like to look at themselves. They don't want, you know, it's almost like, what are you, a vampire? You just don't want to see, you can see your reflection in the mirror. You just don't want to, because every time you get a glimpse, you don't like it. Right? It's not our fault, and it's not our problem. And this is the card I was looking for. Oh my god, that's not even the card from earlier, but man. Oh, here it goes. Spirit said, here you go. Positive bear. Woo-wee. Wouldn't want to be them. Wouldn't want to be them. Wow. Oh, confirmation. Oh my god, it says back to your happy place. Bro, the synchronicities are on point tonight, you guys. I literally have two regarding Pals 3 and 4 that came out too. That is crazy. I just got a phone notification from some random app thingy, and it literally said, quote, back to your happy place. And I know y'all heard the tone. I'm not making that up. That's crazy. As I'm telling Positive Bear, like, I love that. Okay. That's what I'm saying, man. People shouldn't even try. They shouldn't even try, bro. Like, save yourself. Now y'all know why I be on here. Like, please don't come with the shits. Don't think you're trying it. And it's not even me doing anything. It's like, we are protected. Like, it just is what it is. And when you start seeing evidence of that back to back to back, that shit can get scary. So I be trying to tell people, like, listen, can you just, everybody be nice? Like, you know, like, everybody be easy. Please and thank you. Because, bro, don't start none, won't be none. You know what I mean? We could just, utopia, right? Like, just be copacetic with the situation. It's love light. What's the problem? You know? And that's why I enjoy, like, we come on here, we share an ebb and flow in the energy, right? And it's all love. This is also another way that you can keep yourselves built up by, going into spaces, whether remotely or physically, okay, with other like-minded individuals, and just enjoying the vibe, participating. You guys are amazing for that. I literally, okay, in spite of the activity over in that community center. I'm gonna start hyping it up now. Like, yeah, it's a whole facility over there. Y'all want to see it? Check it out. It's a whole rec center we got going. Let me stop. But anyways, you guys are the best. All right, nobody's telling me anything different, and it just is what it is. You just are who you are, and I'll learn. I love you anyhow. I'll learn. I just wanted to know why y'all don't be saying anything over there. Like, I just would like to know. Like, I really am usually pretty good at reading the room. I can't get that one. I don't. Oh, okay, everybody's shy, but like me too. And I have to be on camera right now. You think I want to be on camera right now? That's hilarious. That's hilarious. If I had my way, it would just be a black screen, but y'all would be like, wow, this person's weird. Even more so than when you can see me, at least when you can see the train wreck. No, let me stop. But anyhow, so I'm out of my comfort zone left and right over here. I thought y'all was with me. Just saying shit, but said not me giving your secret spot. I don't know. Help me out, y'all. I'm trying. All right, let's get to this pulse too. This is a message. All right. Now, wait, what'd you say? You don't see my post? No, I know, Fiona. And that's why I'm like, okay, right? The algorithm and the bullshit. Freaking YouTube, right? Okay. But my point was, bro, there was like, for me, it's a lot, right? There was like 3 or 4 likes on the post. And not one person up until Country Love came said shit, bro. It was a whole question. Like, pick these out. What you got to say? Say something. And I was grateful for the likes. You know what I'm saying? At least I got that much. I'm grateful and everything. Can't tell me I'm not. But I'm just saying there's more to be experienced. And I would like to, because I'm ready. Does that make, like, aren't y'all ready to, like, like, make a note to be like, hey, maybe because it's such and such day, who cares what day, I should post something to the community because we all still exist and are all still connected, whether we're on a live stream or not. Like, could you imagine, you guys, like, dead ass, if we had to wait to be on a live stream to be connected? Wouldn't that be shitty, right? I feel like it'd be extra restrictive, just saying, And my thing is like, okay, boom, if somebody placed something on the wall, as it were, right, into the community, it's like wow, like, okay, there's the ebb and flow energy. Otherwise, all the content creators, across the land, who cares where, New Earth or Old Earth, are just gonna what, bleed out energetically from being sucked dry because no reciprocity. Like, nobody has time for that either. You know what I mean? So I just wonder, like, is it horrible to, because I feel like every day y'all use social media and post some shit normally. Some of you even professionally on top of it. And I just wonder, because I'm doing the most over here. I'm making different kinds of content, and it's like, well, that's not hitting. Okay. There's stuff that I post in the Facebook group I don't even post over on YouTube. Oh, wow. I'm thinking, okay, I gotta figure something. Like, help me figure it out, because I'm really, I'm all about working hard, right? But I love to do it smartly. Does that make sense? And content takes energy, time, effort, and talent, dare I say. And, I'm pretty much a one-man show, aside from all of my guides, of course, and To be clear, not taken away from their glory, just saying, all right? But I would like to feel a lot more engagement. And it's not even about the algorithm. I'm literally like, I don't like really have anyone in my physical world aside from animals, and like literally one person who is such a hermit that they literally would prefer to live all the way inside of the deepest cave in existence because they don't like people that much. Like, so I don't know. I'm like, you guys are my people. It makes sense to me, right? Feels good to me. And I just wondered, like, how come you guys don't have something to say, like, ever? Like, when we're not on a live stream. I'm grateful you guys come on the live streams. I'm not saying, like, hey, this is annoying and I hate it. I'm not saying that at all. I love it. So I don't want to come across, like, all, like, whiny and stuff. But I have to ask you guys because it's about us. Like, what are we doing here? Hello? Because I talk to me all the time. I got this. But I just thought, I don't know. I just have questions, I guess. Don't mind me none. All right, did I skip over country again? Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, wait, let me see. Oh, I skipped J, you're saying? Okay, let me see. Ooh, okay, let me see. Okay, let me see country. Now hold on, because I didn't see J. What I didn't see J. Just repost for me, babe. Oh, damn it. I meant to go put that email in to see if that worked. Fuck. Oh, I know what it was. I was trying to get on the live stream sooner. Because I'm thinking maybe you guys need me to come on earlier. I usually can't. I was trying to change it up. See what works. See what feels good. I don't know. So Jay, can you repost and let me see here, Country Love. Oh, thanks for being part of my world, Country Love. That makes me happy. I don't really have as green of a thumb as I'd like to, but I have gotten better because I've worked hard at it. But I had to give some of my beloved plants away, the ones that actually didn't die, because I'm just in transition at the moment. So it feels really raw right now, you guys. Bear with. Okay, so Country, you should have asked a better question because you probably already know this part. But anywho, ooh, it could end so well. All right. Now, this person might be a little shy, just saying. But you see the one, you know what I'm saying? It's just the confidence isn't as big. Let me stop with this man's. Okay, let me remove. I'm so sorry. I didn't know, but damn, I could not see it. Ooh-wee, Lord. Help. Say I like you. You maybe got to ease into that part with him so you don't scare him. Because I think maybe he used to doing that alone. Let me stop. Like, oh boy, come here for a minute. Or 29. Let me stop. Said whelp. Okay, let me focus, Jay. My bad. Hold on. Okay. Oh, we back to A here. Is this the A game version of A? All right, let me see here, Jay. You guys always remember when dealing with people, who cares, like, how? like, or why in a sense, right? But when dealing with people, you always give them the version of you according to the version that they're giving the connection. Does that make sense? So I started like thinking about this lately, and I was like, you know what? The best people in my life get the best version of me every time. And the rest of them, I'm giving them their energy. So if it's stank ass energy, if it's crickets, no, let me stop. Oh, did you hear what? Let me stop. Oh, wait, hold on. Oh, love and light, Katarina. Wait, hold on, Jay. Wait, would you ask me again? Let me see. Love my last message. Oh, 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 oh. Hold on. Just please clarify. Oh, oh. Jay, what the fuck are you? Bro! It's like you put okay, so A's mental game is not up to par right now, and they are believing it's because of you. So I guess connecting to that message, right? Um, are you, because now I'm looking at the depth card and it's talking about spiritual transformation, new beginnings, letting go, ending, change. So are you doing a number like your girl does and acting as a catalyst for A to grow up, aka glow up and heal some shit? What did I tell y'all? Learning lessons. But no, I think that they're triggered. I think that they're sulking because I think that I don't know why they're trying to make it like a contest. I hate when it's like, can't we just be on the same team now? Like, who cares if I know a little bit more? Like, there has to be like a coach and then like a player. You know what I'm saying? We are still on the same fucking team. But no, the player want to run around trying to run after the clipboard. Meanwhile, the other teams win. And like, it's like, make it make sense. I don't know. But you said Ariel. Oh, Ariel was in. I thought you were saying. Sorry. I thought Jay was yelling the name of A. My bad. Oh, she did. She did it first. So then, what I can get from that mental state is like just. You know how you just glitch up? Like, damn, I can't unsee that. And because I can't unsee that, I can't not have these feelings. And if I can't not have these feelings, that makes me think of like, did you ever see that series? What's it called? Emergency 911. And like this couple had sex and she couldn't stop orgasming, but it was like a problem. It's literally like a thing that can happen. Like I guess it's rare, but it's like literally not as cool as it sounds. And this lady kept spasming up there. She just kept spasming. And she was like crying out, like, you know how you go crying out for God, as it were, from for one reason to the other. Like she went through the whole spectrum in one day. I was like, oh Lord, please don't let that happen. But so I guess that's what she needs to heal from, but why would it come out nose? I guess it was just more about the messages. Back to the bird. I'm just saying, look, this is what's going on. Oh, this is a yes. My bad. I thought it was a no. Yeah. Heavy on that meditation with the healing card, though. Repetitive meditation. Sounds kinky. All right, let me see here. Okay, let me focus. Did I skip anybody? Because we got Jay and we... Okay, let me see here. Ariel. Okay. Well, maybe a good month. Okay. I'm hearing May is going to be a good month for everyone in them spiritual streets, in the community, as it were. But then I'm like, I don't know. You know what I've been noticing a lot, you guys? People say a lot of shit, and they're really just selling. They're really just, like, literally just that. Or they're literally just... I don't know, just watch what you pay attention to. And always have your own connection. I'll just say it that way. Anyways, yes. Okay, as it should. Now, there may be some aspect to decision making, or this could be telling of a healing of a connection with this truce energy. If you feel like you're at a crossroads and feeling a little stuck, you're being asked to utilize your strength here, because the new path, aka the breakthrough, and it seems to be a really happy one. If this isn't, I'm not getting necessarily that this is love, okay, but this normally is about love, just saying. But I'm just getting that this is just about you and your confidence in going after what you want, okay? Or your confidence in your ability to maintain your believability in this new breakthrough energy coming to you. You know, they often quote Rumi, like, what you want wants you. And really, I think that it might even be more aptly stated, if you have a certain level of the desire of your heart, okay, it shouldn't necessarily go without notice, because you could be born into that type of desire, or templated with that type of desire, because of what you are expected to execute in your lifetimes. All right, so as I say that, the world card. All right. Yeah, shit's been rough, but the cycle is, you know, here's the thing, you guys. We're not able to experience much pleasure without much pain. And the more pleasure you are experiencing, or you might even say deserving of, or you might even say destined to experience, right? You get the rest, okay? I don't want to word curse. But as long as you continue on the path, you're always and forevermore walking away from that bad. And 9 times out of 10, when you look at the bad, it is behind you. And so if and when you look to the left and to the right, or perhaps up or down, and you still see some bad, please know that the message stands. You are walking away from. So, you know, unless you want to believe otherwise, like, oh, you're trapped and you're doomed and gloom. You know, I would advise against it, just saying. But, I mean, they don't make cards like this for nothing as well, right? Just saying. There is greater up ahead, whether you are country love or not, just saying. All right, victory is for you. So of course it is safe to believe in that. All right, it's not safe to not believe in that, because to not believe in that means you are agreeing to lesser than what you came here for. Nobody wants that. If you found this channel, ain't no way. Okay. Yes, energy is everything. Love and light, intuitive soul. Love and light, Spoonie. You're just freaking out in your dreams, Spoonie. Anxiety. All right. Love and light intuitive. I'm your reflection. How about that? All right, so you guys, I really want to get through these piles. All right. Pile number 2, not going to lie, this is from a high-level hierarchy soulmate, and you might call them a twin flame, you might not. But I say that because I was guided to one of my twin flame decks. Again, I will give you the heads up that if you resonate with this pile, oh my gosh, should I forget to pull? Wait, hold on a second. What did I do here? 1, 2. Okay, sorry, I tried to skip. This was the strawberry quartz. All right, we didn't even get into it. Oy, oy, oy. All right. I was like, wait, my markers are off. I almost pulled from the wrong pile. If you resonate with pile number 2, you guys, you might resonate with pile number 3. I don't think that they're like succinctly like 110% black and white down the middle, different groupings of energies. So there definitely is a bit of overlap, but I don't feel it's 110% the same energy. After saying all that, should have started the other way around, from pile 2 to pile 3. Anywho, pile number 2, we're at 111. We'll just say it that way because I'm going to take a sip. All right. You're the only person who truly gets me. I know I made a huge mistake. I missed the feel of you next to me. I'm still haunted by my actions. I'm sorry I held myself back with you, but I can't give up on my responsibilities right now. And so they're asking you to have patience, but hold the phone. Okay? Because at this point I was like, yeah. Because no tea, no shade, but where's the growth? Like, and? So that's... Because otherwise you're still consenting to this hard pause on a good day, or on an even worse type of timeline, you're rocking with the fuck shit and chewing at the crumbs. No, gone are the days. That's old Earth. That's old version of you, right? Okay, right? Okay, yeah, right. So have patience, yeah, with self here, okay, as well. This person is saying, I know it might be too late by the time I figure things out. And there's the proverbial record scratch. I'm sorry, would you say to what? Because where's the growth? And Spirit at this point is outing this person, and I'll share with you in what ways. Okay, here's the first card. We're going to talk about it. Here are the other two. Oop, just so that you know that there's cards here, so it's not me being judgy. Right? Could be some significance to unexpected communication through the phone specifically. It doesn't have to be the case, but there could be. Okay, so you may actually be unaware. You may, for some that are going to resonate with this aspect of pile number 2, have suspected, because, you know, intuitive AF makes sense, right? That there are some skeletons, some things about this person's past, whether simply and solely in the sense of a lover's history or not, okay, or, you know, or much more. You may have sensed that this person like glossed over certain aspects of their history, certain aspects of their familial connections, the dynamics and circumstances behind same, etc. That just, you know, long story short, it felt like they weren't telling the whole story, or it felt like they were really overthinking about their words when the types of words shouldn't have been categorized easily as like emotionally charged, for instance, comes to mind, where somebody would be choking on their words because they're holding back tears, etc. It's not that type of scenario. Something's off, okay? And there could be some significance to that of skeletons, whether this is inclusive of like goth, steampunk aesthetic or not, or Day of the Dead. I'm not gonna lie, I heard Day of the Dead, like in Spanish, but yeah, we're not doing that. So, but I want to say, like, hey, that came out specifically in case that matters, right? Because it probably does, but we not going there now because I don't even want to come off offensive by accident or on purpose. Okay, so there could be some significance to keys. Maybe somebody has a tattoo of the key. I wanted one of those actually. I think I wanted mine to say love. That'd be cute. Like it said love in the middle, like in cursive. But then everybody stopped understanding what the hell cursive was. And I was like, okay, well, I guess we shouldn't do that. Because shit, lines can get squiggly enough. Lose enough weight, okay? But anyhow, I digress. Crows or ravens could be of some significance, as well as like evil eyes, like evil eye tattoos, perhaps, okay? Um, but with these cards, I'm just getting... Oh, wait, hold on 1 second. Yeah, Spirit really wants you to put at least a hard pause on this if you're even thinking about letting this person come back. Because they're on some trickster shit. Did we even get that card? Did we get that card? No, that wasn't that pile. Ooh, I wonder. Okay, so Dead Ass, pile number 2. You could also, if you resonate with this, you could also have certain aspects of this person's energy connecting in with pile number 4, which had trickster energy. And you know, that's why it's like so important not to like overplace weight on any title, because that's the same. It's like, okay, oh, you're my twin flame. So what? You get to shit all over me? What's next? You get to beat me too? What's next? You get to take away my free will? Like, why? Because you're my twin flame? Would a twin flame even want to do those things? Okay, and even if and when, it's not even the scenario of, oh, they want to do those things, but they just don't want to step up to the plate, but they just want to sit and ride that fence. They just want to fuck around and find out. They're going to, and if you consent to the fuckery, then you two will find out. Okay, but generally, I'd like to say you usually, ultimately, can't say right away, remove yourself from the situation and stay away from the other's karma. Right? And you know, this could be the karma that literally it is. Sometimes we freak out about things because we intuitively know them, and other times we freak out about things because we're fearing and then ultimately creating what we damn sure didn't want. And so who cares which one is the situation for this twin flame or not? Karma. That's why it's very important to watch what you manifest. Watch what you think about in the mental space. Is it actually good? Are there any, you got to play devil's advocate kind of thing. It's like, are there any repercussions to me like actually like giggling at somebody else's detriment? Even if they wronged you, are you sure it's safe? You know, it's not a doom and gloom, but it's like, hey, don't be pressing some of these karmic type of buttons and then FAFO and not like what you get. Okay, karma just is what it is. Essentially what you've been putting out. So what? Right? So just saying, you guys. Time is needed. Don't make reactive, impulsive decisions. Consider all perspectives. Patterns. There could be some significance to a pineapple. Maybe this person expected you to swing. Maybe you did swing. Now I'm hearing swing low, sweet chariot. God help me. Okay. Be aware of dating patterns. Stop what doesn't work. Subliminals may help. All right. But changing some subconscious patterns and letting... oh my God. Letting go of control issues. I don't know why it's all of a sudden hard for me to speak. I do not like that. Yeah, there's codependency and addictions here. All right. So, okay. So, all right. The reason why Spirit had this card jumping that says time is needed, don't make reactive impulsive decisions. And by jumping, it's something spiritual, so I'm not even going to try to explain that, um, is because this is your twin flame. However, right, the divine timing needed is because codependencies, addictions, bullshit, fuckery, did the most, doing the most, patterns. All right. And this is also why it feels like a raw deal. I know. Hold on. Okay. This is also why you are supposed to definitely stay on your path with being strong AF at some of the coursework that you've already learned. Some of you was the very same shit that this person is pulling themselves out of. Do you want to know why? Because you went first, and everything's energy, and this is your twin flame. So what you do, you high priestess, divine feminine energy, who cares whether you're guy, girl, what have you, I'm just saying it's the energy. You're pulling the divine masculine out of that miry clay. So who are you to judge? Because there's no contest. All right. And maybe this is the ideation that you've always had. There's no contest. Maybe that's something they are learning. Oh, there's no contest. Right? Who are you to judge when you had to learn, oh, I have to choose me in love and light enough to stand up and lead so that ultimately you both can enjoy what always was true love. Oh, I love that for you guys. It turned around quite nicely. I don't know though. I don't like this. Look, look, look. It's like I wanted to focus on like, oh yay, but like this, it's giving out damn spots. So I don't. And then back to it might be too late by the time I think I'm tapping into the masculine's energy there. Either way, however you resonate with that, if you resonate with that, and again was pound number 2. All right. Because I was guided to a crystal for you, I was guided to the crystal deck. And we've got 3. There could be some significance to you seeing 3s, but 3s definitely are connecting to divine source energy. Okay, very high vibrational energy. All right. And in order for you to maintain that, perhaps, or in order for you to have tangible evidence of your ability to be in that type of energy, all right, we've got, I want to say Peter site, but maybe it's Piter site, you guys. And this assists with transforming, releasing, and intuition. And I like the affirmation says, I honor my inner truth and power. And, maybe a lot of you, might say, oh my gosh, I don't know. I haven't felt like I've got a lot of, inner power and, feelings lie. Okay. So it's not always safe to go off of, well, I felt this way all the time. And sometimes, especially those intuitives, okay, you do get tested on that, because how do you know if it's a feeling versus your intuition? Right? If you haven't been tested enough with enough experience to know the difference. And how do you know if you know the difference or not until you know and have proven, not necessarily to others, but to yourself, that you know that you'd have to be given the chance, right? Well, then you'd have to be given the test. Well, then you'd have to be tested. Do you understand that now? So it takes some of the pressure, stigma, and dare I say some of the pain, because otherwise, if you had to hit your hand off of a desk, right? And let's say, however painful that may be, okay, um, compare and contrast that with the same scenario of you had to hit your hand off the desk and it was an accident. All right. Depending on who you are, how you're built, perhaps, right? One scenario might feel painful, but if you mapped it out scientifically, right? If this were like, I don't know, a seismograph referable to earthquakes type of energy, right? I guess it would make more sense, but I went with feeling. Uh, Hopefully I'm painting the picture artfully enough for you guys to get it. But, sometimes it is the perception that can make or break the situation. Some might prefer that it was on accident because I couldn't see it coming. It might be far more painful to know, fuck, man, I gotta hit my hand off this desk. Shit, man, I have to, right? And others might find that the reverse may be true for them. I would rather control this fucking pain. Here we fucking go. 3, 2, 1, bitch. Right? Versus, what the fuck? Ah! Right? Now you trying not to scream too loud in public because, you know, it would have been better if you knew you had to so you could control the scream. But here we go because you didn't know. Right? And that's why, long story short, they say different strokes for different folks, because there's no way that we're all connected for us to all always and always have the same preferences, have the same experiences, even in spite of being in the same reality, if you will. The person 2 rooms over from you might be leading a completely different life. Though you're in that same building, that same setup, that same town, could even be from the same fucking family. Just saying. All right. So Angela is also coming out, assisting with that intuition as well as communication with your higher self. This one is also dead ass calming, you guys. Like, and I mean, obviously the polished stones definitely are smoother than, like, you know, some like freeform version of it. But if you can get polished, especially in like maybe like a pocket stone size, it really can be calming, just like for those that do like enjoy sensory things. It's very smooth and slippery. I don't know, I just, and it feels good. But me personally, I love very high vibrational. Like, I'm like, oh, the higher the better. Like, seriously, it can be a lot of pressure though. Like, if you're, you know, I've watched many readers struggle. I don't know. I'm not sure. I like it there. I don't like to dip too. That's why y'all see me like damn near itch my skin whenever I have to like read about a narcissist. I'm like, you know, the way I feel about reading some of that nasty, stank, dank ass energy, like dead ass, is like the sentiment of like when, I don't know, think of like The Exorcist, like when they like place the cross on the body and it like burns and smokes. It's like me with the cards, like, because I hate it so much. Anyways, we've got Galena, if that's how you pronounce it. Galena. Detoxifying, grounding, and centering. All right. I am unlimited coming out for you. And I forgot. Let me not forget this. I am in touch with the universe. All right. Was the affirmation for Angel 8. Okay, you guys. So ringing the bell for those that were not yet served, for those that came in late. No, let me stop. All right, 1 second, you guys. I have to take a look at this. Oh, thank you so much, Fiona. Okay, let me see. Okay, you guys, follow along the rules. If I skip over you, it's because it was either unintentional and or you're not following the live stream rules. And I want you guys to follow the live stream rules. And so does Fiona. And that's why she is awesome AF. She's put the actual rules in the chat box already for you to clearly see them. Please don't follow them, all right, unless you're following all of them, all right? May at Law, since I went on that spiel like a few moments ago, May at Law is very much underway for this channel. Please and thank you. I said my piece. I can't make it any more plain than that. All right. Let me do the chart placements for that pile, for those wondering. I forgot. Oh, help. All right, we got Capricorn at the bottom of the deck. Cancer, Leo, Aries. Virgo, Libra. Come on, Pisces. Acting just like a fish. Virgo, Libra, Pisces, Aquarius, and Gemini. Sheesh. I can't wait till she's all done. Like, I'm not even really near done with her, you guys. Like, she's probably gonna have different shoes and, like, different stuff on here. But, I don't know. I'm like a big kid. Can you tell? I like colorful, childlike things. Oh my gosh. I was pissing the kids off at Dave & Buster's yesterday. Because I'm saying, like, Godzilla... I like that whole setup there, and no one can blame me, because, like, how are you going to sit there and look at all that shit and be, like, flying around shooting guns and stuff and be all like, yeah, it was alright. No, it's pretty cool. I mean, like, yeah, I've seen better graphics, but at the same time, not for that praise. Not for that big situation where you climb in and feel it. Shoot. And then he'll like whip you up in the air at him and shit. You feel all small. I'm like, anything that makes me feel small, I'm for that. Like, oh, fling me. While I'm just like, with my gun. And then I found out that there is some place or places in Vegas, which I'm going to make it there, where you can also, in real life, not even a video game, like, you can do some of that shit. Like, you can, you know, pew pew out of a fucking, like, I don't know if it was a plane. It might have been a helicopter, which I know those are more risky. But I figure if I make it all the way out there and then do that, and that happens, that was meant to be. It's fine. I'll be fine. Ain't gonna hold me back, man. Talking about what if. I'll go. I always wanted to jump out of a plane too, like that ass, but I don't know. I don't know if I still would though, because I'm just like, damn, that shit might. I would hope if something were to happen where like the parachute wouldn't open, that somehow a bird would come and like attack my jugular fast enough that I was just already. Speaking of, I saw a whole ass eagle flying around on the top of this one mountain yesterday. I really did. I just forgot about that until now. And I was grateful too, because I was talking to my kid. I had just called her and she just picked up, and I was like, whoa, like I got distracted from the phone call. And then I was like, oh my God, do you see this? Look, look, look. And she caught it too. We were just like, wow, that's it was so beautiful. It was big. It was big, and as far as I could tell, it was by itself. But I was like, oh, I know that's spiritual. I received. Thank you. Thank you. Your sister jumped out of a plane? That's so cool, Fiona. Did she hate it, though? Like, was she... Or was it, like, was it for fun? Or was it, like, military, you mean? Okay, intuitive soul. Love and light, I see you. Wait, you said the first time you skydive, you get strapped to an instructor. No, well, I would definitely want to be strapped to an instructor, because, like, I don't trust myself not to be bouncing off them rocks and shit at the end. Like, sir, please help me. Like, please, sir. Shit, man. I wonder how many times. See, this is where I go, I probably am on the spectrum. Like, do you guys think this way? Like, if you think certain ways, you go, yeah, that's probably like what's going on there. Because, like, I'll sit here dead ass, apparently even on a live stream, and just wonder, like, wonder how many people died from, like, heart attacks while strapped to the instructor. Like, and, like, do they have counseling for things like are there, like, support groups in Nevada for, like... And then sometimes I go, well, if I think like that, maybe there should be if there's not. Because how many times does it happen? It's not like there's going to be like a big write up in the paper about it, like Mr. Swanson, age 64. Like, oh my God. Well, yeah, I definitely want to make sure that I'm like under the limit, that's for sure, because I'm not actually trying to fuck around with anybody's life. It's one thing if people, like, I guess, really for real feel the need to do that, but like to take somebody else's life with you, like, that's, you know what I mean? Like, no, I definitely wouldn't. That's crazy work. But yeah. Okay, now let me see here, intuitive, about your parents. Okay. I'm gonna separate like mom versus dad, I guess, because I mean, both of your parents. How would you get one yes for that? Or I said one yes. I meant to say one answer. Well, we got a yes. Hold on. All right. And there's a yes at the bottom. Okay, so there, yes, it's yes. And I was channeling yes, so ain't no way. Yeah. That they're definitely your parents. I hope that makes you happy and not sad. No judgment though. We've all had different types of parents. Oh, I don't know what shoots are. Shoot and shoot. Oh, skydiving. Okay, all right. Love and light, Spoonie. Be safe. Oh yeah, skydiving. I'd love to do. Like I'd love to try to be like a trapeze artist for a day, and not in the sense of like one-upping anybody, but like I'd also like to try the stripper pole. Like I think things like that are fun, and I very much enjoy jujitsu. So like I feel like, and that's definitely outside of my comfort zone. Ugh. Like my personal space bubble is like ginormously huge. Like please, like even if I know you, can you still like be over somewhere? Like back up, please. Like, and also just step back. Like that's usually my approach on things. But ain't no way you can do that at all in jujitsu. Combat sports, you gotta fight. So and in self-defense class, well, to be clear, women's self-defense class, um, we are learning moves centered around not being raped. So hopefully I didn't get that flagged. But anyways, so that means get the person off of you, right? And perhaps even at times from points of being in disadvantaged or precarious positions. So you do have to fight, and you are very close. And so with a bunch of people that you're not going to know from day one, it's really interesting. Like, okay, and we're putting each other in headlocks and thigh locks and like all these, and pretending to. I got triggered a couple times though, you guys, not gonna lie. Like we have to like role play a little bit, so we're like like gripping pants at times and things like that, and it's like real interesting to work through some days. But yeah, very empowering, and I'm grateful to talk about it because again, it is outside of my comfort zone. And could you imagine all the things that maybe are outside of your comfort zone that you've yet to try? Maybe you should. And it's kind of going back to that whole thing of like, hey, maybe if you really want to do something, be something, experience something, go somewhere, fill in the blank, maybe you're here to do just that, right? What's that? I wonder what those classes are. What's that mean, Spoonie? Drop-in lessons. I love that. Say, I'm gonna fuck around my own life and find out. I love that intuitive. Wait, hold on, wait. Oh my god, the instructor died? Oh my god. Oh, don't tell me that, because... Oh my god, that's giving, like... The plane crashed down. What is that? What, isn't that nice? Ironic. I love that song. Yeah, that is kind of crazy. Alright, you guys, I gotta get serious. Let's get back to pile number 3. Little kitty here. Somebody could have a white cat, doesn't have to be the case. And here's the situation. You either already did this shadow work and you're going to resonate with this if you did, or it resonates that you should do this shadow work and you're going to resonate with this if you did. All right, for pile number 3. And if you resonated with pile number 2, you could resonate with pile number 3. All right, so here we go. The first card stating, I forgive myself for not knowing then what I know now. I choose to believe that every step I have taken to arrive at this level of awareness has been a necessary component of acquiring the understanding I embody today. Now, hold on. The other card, okay, to round this out, states, quote, I forgive myself for being ashamed of the ways in which I have shown up and behaved in the past. Instead, I choose to believe that when I accept all aspects of my being, I find greater acceptance of others, creating the possibility for even deeper connection. All right, and this is stemming around a past life love, a past life lover. And this is someone who has been having a recent spiritual awakening. All right, now you've got your own shit though, so please don't disregard that. It's kind of giving a little bit of a piggyback off of pile number 2, like I gave you the heads up about, just saying, I wasn't lying. All right. The situation, though, is you already know this, and this is confirmation that good on you, or, because still general collective message, you need to know that you can't stay stuck in the past at this, all right? Yes, this is your divine counterpart, your twin flame, okay? Yes, you can trust in that. All right, it is safe to know that you are not crazy about that. Okay. However, and I'm hearing to say you know about this awakening from other like readers, okay? Your intuition even perhaps, okay? As well as your chakras, because duh, your twin flame, you share them, okay? But don't hyper focus on that to the point where you start getting a little slack on your side of things, because if your twin flame is learning, so too shall you be also, right? Makes sense? Okay. And so you have really been either doing a bang up job at already having learned this lesson, or keep going because you damn sure deserve to learn the lesson that however you were back then, firstly, is not who you are right now. And that's well and good. No problem there. Okay, you're doing great because there is evolution, there is advancement, and there is progression referable to your energy, your mindset, many of you, your physicalities. Okay, good on you. All right. Now, what you should no longer be doing, if ever, just saying, okay, but hey, is looking back and then also simultaneously beating yourselves up, feeling that tinge of guilt and or shame, okay, taking a dip in your energy, all right, over things that you've said, the ways that you've reacted, the ways that you've acted, okay, because first of all, again, not the same. Also, there's a level of measure of clarity on the other side of the amount of, I'm hearing to say enormous growth. I was just trying to say growth. All right. That you have done a bang up job at stepping up to the plate to, take the torch and carry it. It's giving. Okay. So this is giving like ancestral approval. All right. But the word improval was trying to slip out And so that really connecting back to your ancestors shows on that high praise, yes, of course, from your ancestors, because not only were you initiated, and also not only did you step up to heed the call, but you have improved just by your existence, even in your now, right? Even though you're not saying, well, I'm not there yet, and I'm, God's not done with me yet, kind of thing. You've already improved your bloodline. You've already improved the history of your lineage. Chills, chills, chills. So you are a big deal. You better act like it. You better know it. All right? I'm here. You didn't come through fire for nothing. I'm also hearing, ooh, chills. I'm also hearing the meek shall inherit the earth. There's something about that. The meek shall inherit the earth. Something about that scripture. So no more being ashamed of the way that you used to be. All right. And guess what? Especially if any of y'all have somebody out there asking you to be, please know there ain't no way you should ever be. That's how you know they're telling on themselves. At this point, with the transformation we're all underway in participating at this new earth / utopia situationship that we are actively co-creating, there's a lot of timeline overlap. There's a lot of vibrational frequency mismatches. Kind of like we talked about with Positive Bear and their roommates. All right? I could say more, but I'm just saying. So, people, places, and things that, we could be getting bold right about now. And you need to know not to take it personally. And don't absorb it. Just observe it for what it is. Take notes if you must. But don't lay claim to it. Don't stamp your name or your approval of tolerance even towards that type of energy, towards that type of timeline, right? But the good news is this person, this twin flame, is awakening. In the meantime, you're being asked to lean on your inner circle. I forgot to make mention, this particular message is from Spirit, okay? This is from God, Source, Energy, all right? And this is, yes, about a twin flame or a high-level hierarchy type of connection. I do believe we also had the tag word soulmate come out in the pile, if I recall correctly. But I'm just getting that for this pile, there may be some that, if we could take the... One moment, I'm going to sneeze. Yikes. Okay, if we could take the mind's eye perspective of divinity, if that even makes sense to say, you would be categorized as twin flames. But I'm getting that in spite of that being a thing or being a fact, okay, if you can even say it that way, because it's hypothetical, I think. I'm just trying to paint a picture using verbal cues for something that I'm energetically reading, which sometimes is a little bit more difficult. But it's almost like, let's just say it was straight facts, like, oh, divinity. I feel like I'm like, who am I, the guy on Third Rock? I forget that guy's name. But he would channel the big giant head. Well, let's just say it was that kind of situation, right? And I'm like, oh wait, hold on 1 second. Wait, hold on. Oof. Okay. I don't know. It just got sad. And now I'm back to this lean on inner circle during this time. I guess I was trying to have too much fun, you guys. Okay. Maybe you found out some shit about this person that you didn't know. Connecting back to addictions, connecting back to situationships that could have led to a weaker aspect of mental health. Okay. And so this might be why you have a propensity as well, for some, not all, to want to, it's almost like kick yourself for like the way that you reacted or the way that you treated this person, like when they said this or when they did or when they didn't do that. But, you know, this person had their own choices, you know, unless you were, you know, I hope not, but I mean, unless you were the plug, as it were, right? I don't know why you would want to attach blame to yourself on the strength of choices that people were making for themselves and, you know, outside of your counsel, even. So don't do that, right? Because it's giving red flag energy on your part if that's you in that kind of mindset. Because no, that's not a full balanced perception there. Okay. Um, yeah, get out in nature, retreat, meditate, allow for this distance to remain, to stand. Okay. It's temporary, yes, but it's almost like if you want it to be like super temporary, as super as that can mean, because that's variable from one person to the next in this general collective message, just saying, when this person comes back in, take it slow, okay? Because this person is not going to come back in 1010% healed. Makes sense, because ain't no way, you know, who is, right? But it's being made mention of, not to pick on the guy, because this is your true love, all right? Whether you resonated with Pal 2 or not, either way, all right, it's a different, like, how do I say this? Like I told you before, there could be some that spill over from Pal 2 to 3, but Deadass Pal 3 was not all of Pal 2 energy. Okay, I know. And for anyone expecting an apology or knowing you should have one, it's coming. But you know, the word says addiction for a reason, okay? Somebody could have been in denial about somebody having an addiction as well. It's like, no, they're just that way, and just, well, that's not that much because, well, that's acceptable. You know, whether that was you or this person, okay, whether this was a codependent situation in moon cycles past versus now, okay, take what resonates there. But you're being called to remain in this like detached energy, not in an obsession energy, not in a caring concern energy, beyond that of loving and lighting from afar. All right. And again, not a daily obsession, check in, checking social media, asking friends. No, none of that. Okay. And as you continue that path, and I know it sounds so weird, but I'm literally giving you the cheat code. Okay. So take the free game. That's when the new aspect of love, the new aspect of commitment between you and this person, unlike you've known before, comes in. All right. And you already know that this comes in. So please take heed to the rest of the message, though, because if you fuck around and hyper focus, gosh, that might be pretty painful. Just saying. Now, this was kind of cute, you guys. I pulled just to see what was what with this masculine. All right, talking energy. So whether you're guy, girl, what have you, we talking the energy. Ooh, hold on. There definitely could be some significance to Sagittarius chart placements, as well as Cancer or Scorpio. But we didn't get there yet, so 1 second, please, and thank you. So pulling for this guy's energy, 1111 could be of some significance. Damn sure threes, I think, like we talked about for the other pile. Because we've got double the energy in this pile alone of those 11s, as well as threes. Okay. I've got fives and tens here. Oh my god, triple on the 11s. Sixes also come out. So long story short, the first card out says take me home, as well as pathway to true love. All right. And the last card says mission accomplished, welcome home. All right, so I just wanted to make note of that before I got to the rest of the message for this. But the other cards talk about the ebb and flow of energy, and this ultimate soul merger is really what is in your now space, okay, as far as, um, I want to say it like high likelihood, high probability, all right? You know, it is still on the agenda. It is still part and parcel of your soul contract. And this is, again, it says pathway to true love. All right, with this take me home energy. And, you know, if that's not clear enough, the soul merger, and you're talking twin flame, I already explained you share that same chakral system. You are essentially of one, you know. It's not in the sense of, oh, they're my other half. It's just that, you know, it's like pulling apart the threads of any fabric. And some threads, you'd be surprised how tiny, how minuscule they can be in size, right? There's that soulmate card. I knew there was something that said soulmate on it for those that didn't resonate with twin flame, which, you know what, it's just a label. Who cares, right? Clearing core wounds. So there is definitely something about, you know, maybe, I say maybe, right? Something happened to, I want to say this child, right? This person in their formative years, okay? And, you know, maybe even certain aspects of addiction were pushed onto this child, etc., were normalized, etc. You know, so there's many ways to get there. It's not understandable, but the good news is, and I think the focus, for you and this person should definitely be, you know, that there is, um, the clearing of these blockages, these wounds, you know. And you see how it almost appears like the feminine appearing, person is definitely in this, higher light white type of, energy, okay, or light, than this person. Okay, I just feel like you are a little bit more tapped in. This is giving like high priest versus, excuse me, high priestess versus that of high priest. And you know what is so funny is because not, yep, there it is. I'm seeing high priest, and look, we do have the high priest card. This person does come out as that of the high priest energy to your high priestess energy, whoever you are, okay? And so when this person does come back around, not when you hunt them down, not when you chase them, okay, but when you just do you, like you've been doing anyhow, so it shouldn't be a problem, right? That's when you can speak your truth. All right, it's definitely not a time not to be authentic after all of that. What? You were already authentic in the beginning. All right, so that doesn't change now. So really, the conversation should get even better because you're not the same person you were back then. Especially for those of you who have really been struggling with feeling ashamed of how you were, of how you reacted, you know, of your thoughts and words, okay, while speaking your truth. But the call isn't to no longer speak your truth. It's still just the same. You do you. All right. But you're stronger now. You're more mature now, perhaps. And so when you look at it that way, where is the problem? You've been learning and growing your soul. And so ultimately, that would please Source. That would please God. That would mean you're on the good side of karma, right? And as far as karma, they did you dirty. You know what I mean? Like they did. So they know that. I don't know why somebody here would act like they didn't know that. Maybe you need to be more truthful with self, right? Because this person's coming out in a regret filled and remorseful type of energy, specifically regarding the way they treated you, not the way that they existed, not the way that they just lied around in bed all day, the way they treated you specifically. They're in this regret energy, okay? And this could be connecting to addictions, all right? And this may be why, but either way, you know, they do owe you an apology. So don't get it twisted now, right? As I look down at this beyond illusion, you and this person are clearing away some of the gunk, okay, some of the film in your eye, as it were, from one person to the next, yes, but also in general, you guys, you can have core wounding that can distort the rest of your perception in certain aspects, or in certain categories of life or lifestyle, right? Like, how do you know until you know something sometimes? Really? Like, when I look back to certain aspects of dynamics of my family in my childhood to what I now know, shit was normalized, And it's like, no, I didn't know until I knew. Until I got to other households and saw other families and the way that their dynamics were. Oh, it could be like that? How do you know until you know? It's like, yeah, sure, you see movies and television. You figure that's why they're on there, So, but you guys are breaking through the barriers, if there are any. I have to say it that way because there's different levels of this, different timelines of this. But what stands is 1010, okay, the reunion. Yes, it is a thing. Yes, it is true love, in spite of obstacles. But remember, go slow when this person comes back around, okay? Because whatever time apart that you are experiencing, it's for clarity. It is categorized as a necessity, all right? So allow for this new aspect of love that you know already is coming in. Like, don't try to fake yourself out now just because why? Because you got impatient? What are you, bored? Because you'd have to get bored to get that level of impatient. And I know you want to say, no, because we are one, but at the same time, you're also a master alchemist. So, and like you haven't alchemized their tears before, right? Just saying, you got to work on your patience. That is the lesson. Makes sense? This is for somebody, okay? Take it and run with it. Yes, the passion's real, all right? And this is for somebody even in spite of those perhaps aware that there is a third-party interference, specifically somebody married. I need you to know Spirit is saying this is a fated partnership. And the reason why I have this little piece of a sticky here is because I'll have you know that synchronicity has been hitting lately. I'm watching Friends in the background and I'm reading, this is a destined partnership. And as I get to the word destined, Phoebe, the character Phoebe from Friends, she says, this is destiny. Right? From Friends. And then the next card, Friendship, came out. And it says, this friendship is leading to more. But really what I got from this, okay, is this person like literally mattered so much because they weren't only just a lover. They weren't only just like hitting the markers there, but they felt like a best friend. It felt like an all-in-one. It felt like the one, right? Right. What, again, when this person comes back around, not when you chase them down, not when you club them over the head and drag them. No. You can be vulnerable when they come back around. Okay, now in the meantime, okay, just before you can get to a good spot where you can be completely open, you get to authentically express yourself in person and in them sheets or wherever you find room, plane, train, automobile. Let me stop. In the meantime, self-care is best, okay? And this card says, clear your energy field and focus on yourself. Okay, so that's the vibe right there. You doing you. And radical acceptance, I want to talk about this one. Radical acceptance and surrender can help you let go, release, right? Radical acceptance goes like this. You're sitting there, right? All of a sudden, a wave of who cares what comes over, and now you got to think about this person, right? And I'm not calling you out saying you wanted to, right? But the second you realize, okay, you have to make the choice, like, okay, I gotta cut it off. Thank you, next, right? Because to not do that you're falling down the obsession hole. And at that point, when you don't make a decision, then you try to talk about, oh, but I fell there. I found myself there. See, what had happened was you need to just be truthful with yourself, of course with others, but with yourself, that in your moment of not choosing the choice of, climbing out of this, all right, you're consenting. And it can fall under the line of obsession. All right, so you gotta watch, you gotta be truthful, you gotta be honest, okay? Because ain't no way that anybody has time for that, right? Especially if you are doing you, all right, with that self-care, lifestyle. Makes sense? All right. So you guys, I am going to ring the bell, and I don't really know exactly I just got notification that my battery is going to die. So, and I don't have a way that is feasible to plug in with the location of the device. So I'm going to cut this short. So if I have yet to give you your freebie tonight, you guys, and you were interested, please quickly pop it in. All right. And in the meantime, I'm going to get the chart placements for pile number 3. And we will do pile number 4 another time. That's okay. Just going with the flow. So we've got Libra and Cancer. Actually, double Cancer. Capricorn. Gemini. Aries. Oh, hold on. I wasn't exactly sure how long the battery would last. I thought maybe I had enough time. We've got Sagittarius and Scorpio at the bottom. All right. Okay, let me see here. Canupria. Let's see about Rishab. Okay. We've got yes, Rishab. Oh, wait, hold on. The screen moved. We'll contact you. Okay. All right, so that's a yes. Okay, let's see. All right, Spoonie. Oh my gosh, how about the same card came out? I shuffled and shuffled and shuffled. I didn't even expect it to even be this card the way the deck was acting. So that's a yes. So that's a yes, Canupria, and that's a yes, Spoonie. Congratulations to you both. And thank you all for being here. I really appreciate you guys. And I look forward to seeing you soon. But until then, please check out some content on the channel. Please and thank you. Hit up the post section of the channel, or what I keep terming as the community board, the community page. All right, please be a willing participant, of course, right? But participate if you are, okay, willing. And please know that I love you guys, and I really appreciate you all. Even if I am passionately expressing, you know, some of these hard truths, you guys, definitely coming from a place of love, for sure, for sure. All right. Very protective over my collective. As you can see, I almost ended the live stream earlier because I was like, wait, hold on, do I have to deal with something? I thought I was having a paranormal experience. It's been one of those days, I suppose. But I love you guys. Stay safe, all right? Stay amazing, because you are. Don't let them tell you otherwise. I love you. Love and light.